A question I get all the time when talking to people in my line of work, so typically candidates, employers, working in fantastic businesses, is that they want to know how they can do more, and then maybe they don't have as directed or focused approach as you had, but they have a real sense that they want to do something. Mm-hmm. They sense that something's wrong. They don't know what or how to impact it. Are there a couple of things you would sort of suggest to some really high performing people in the corporate world who want to have a better sense that they're having real impact on the world?
For sure, and I think when you've lived in a corporate setting and you're bright and you've lived in your head, you sort of think, I must think through a great solution to some social problem. Yeah. And I've talked to a lot of people like that, and I said the simple thing is, and I've broken it down into detail in the book, and I've sort of said it's about passion to start with, what you care about. When you've got friends around for snacks or whatever, what makes you really get into it? What do you care about? What do you think? Okay, that does get. Or you hear something on the radio and bloody hell, or someone brings something to you at work and you're like, oh yeah. What is it you care about? And that the first thing is almost to kind of to notice the things that stir passion in you. I care about this. And then that will give you, okay, well, I seem to care about the fact that the government wants to send people to Rwanda because they're trying to get here for a better life. All right, okay, well, maybe I could talk to the nice people over at the refugee council if there's anything that they need. Or, I'm really sick and tired of looking at bloody rubbish outside my front door, sick and tired of it, and it really makes me cross. All right, okay. What's happening in your local area to do with kind of making sure that there's a clean-up, or writing to your council. The action doesn't have to be part of some great social vision. Yeah. It starts with okay, what do you care about? What makes you shout at the telly? What do you care about? What then would be a baby step to do something in line with what you care about? Because that caring, you take a tiny bit of action, tiny step, even if it's just writing an email to someone, and that gives you a little bit of energy. It's when you take action, you expand your comfort zone, and you're able to think a little bit more about what else you want to do. It's when you stuff it all down. It's when you stuff down feelings. It's when you stuff down how you ignore it, and you stay in your brain that I think things start to get a little bit harder to work through. So that baby step, that little bit of action you take, you then think, oh, actually, I could do a bit more of this. Or maybe I could talk to my friends about it. Or maybe some of us could, again, a tiny bit. But it gives you a bit of strategy. It gives you a bit of direction. It gives you a bit of purpose. And from passion that leads to purpose, you then get a flywheel that says, all right, well, what are we going to do about this? Well, by the end of the year, I'm going to make sure that 5 of our streets around where I live are clean. Yeah. And I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk to someone, I don't know. But the way that most corporates go is the other way around. They say, we want to do something. We've put together some milestones and we've got this target at the end of the year. Yeah. Got a plan. Okay, good. It's because we've got this strategic direction that we're trying to get in here. Oh, by the way, does anyone care about it? Yeah. So they're kind of trying to force things around a natural will.